everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be setting up my bullet journal for April, and this theme is relatively out of my comfort zone. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and let's get right into it. So if you weren't able to already tell, my theme this month is going to be pink cows. I've been wanting to do this for the longest time, and this month, instead of getting inspiration from Pinterest, I actually got inspired by these pens that I'll be showing you. I'll do a close-up as well. I thought they were really cute, and they also didn't seem too hard to draw, so that's exactly what I did. I basically copy and pasted the cows onto my journal. One motivation behind this theme is that I really didn't want to buy new fine liners. My Sakura Pigma microns are almost dying, and so I didn't feel like buying new ones. So I thought the only solution to that would be to come up with a theme that doesn't necessarily need fine liners, and that's exactly what you'll see. So this month's theme is basically gonna be fully pink. There's no other colors involved in my color palette this month. You will notice, however, that when I do my headers, I do use a gray marker, but then again, no fine liners and nothing of that sort. So yeah, you know, it has a very soft look, which I'm very satisfied with. I was really scared at first that it was gonna look too weird or like that the pink was gonna be too much, but I think in the end it looks pretty fine. I'm adding a lot of random blobs of color, and I'm also outlining them just because I want to make everything look a little bit more put together. I'm just obsessed with outlining everything, so yeah, you know, I had to. And as I said, for the header or the title or whatever you want to call it, I'm using a gray marker. I think it just keeps it soft and pretty. And now it's time to move on to my quote page. As always, I'm keeping things pretty simple with it, and instead of the cow doodles, I decided to instead go for some milk doodles because I thought that cows would be pretty much in every spread of this theme, so I decided to add a little bit of diversity, but of course we're keeping everything pink because I genuinely need to stick to my color palette. And now for the actual quote, which reads, "Seize the moment." I thought that was really cute. I obviously found it on Pinterest. I always find everything I need on there, and I'm doing it with a gray brush pen, just like I thought I would. And now I'm doing the blob part, which was so satisfying to do because I could basically mess up as many times as I wanted, and you know, it would still look good. I was kind of reluctant on leaving these parts in the video, like the outlining part, but I decided I would anyway because then you would just kind of have a transition and not see what I actually did. Here's one more look at the spread, and now we're ready to move on to my calendar spread, which this month also includes a one line a day kind of thing, which I noticed that really keeps me more accountable with my journaling for some reason. I am doing pretty small boxes because I don't think April is going to be a very eventful month, but you know, just to be sure, I'm still including a calendar, and I'm using multiple shades of pink, and also I think I did a beige as well. I know I said I would only use pinks, but you know, just for the sake of it, I decided to include that one in there. I really love the way the doodles on this spread turned out. I'm doing a cute little cow right now, and there's also like a milk bottle on my right, which I also really love. I decided to include some of those just to keep the theme going and not make this the most boring thing you've ever seen. Off topic, but I really hope you noticed the cute little paper stars at the top. I finally learned how to make those, and I was so happy that day. I've honestly been trying for like at least 2 years. I've seen like a million tutorials on it, and for some reason I finally got the hang of it, and I thought I would include them in the video as well. And now comes the one line a day part. I really love the font that I used throughout this theme, and I'm so happy with the way it looks. Now, as always, I'm outlining the weekends because this helps me personally to have an overview of the weeks. It's not necessary, but you know, it just helps. That was the calendar spread, and now we're moving on to my April trackers. While you watch the boring time lapse of me outlining everything, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been watching my past couple of videos. They got a crazy amount of views, and it almost feels like it came out of nowhere. I feel really happy and really grateful. It takes quite a long time to make these videos, so it really feels like the effort is being seen and noticed, you know. And now back to our spread. I'm going back to this layout that I haven't used in quite a long time because last month I noticed that the trackers were a little bit too confusing for me at times. Like, especially when I was tired, I couldn't even fully tell what day I was tracking. And now for the doodles of the spread, I really had to include some food related doodles. I'm absolutely obsessed with the idea of dessert doodles and illustrations and drawings and anything in general. Really, I think I really need to do a theme just dedicated to those. And anyway, on this spread, we're doing a cute little cow ice cream, and I also have a bowl on the other side of the page that you're gonna see in just a few seconds. And also, I'm sorry, the camera was really shaky right there for just a second. And there's also a cute new character in this spread. I'm not exactly sure what he could actually be. I don't know, we should just consider him the baby of the cow. I don't even know, you know, like it was on one of those pens that I showed you at the beginning of the video, so I decided that it would look cute to include him as well. And of course, to keep things coherent, we're adding all the blobs possible and also outlining them after I'm all done. Once I am all done adding the last details and the lettering, I'm basically ready to move on to my playlist spread and my review spread. I always include these, it's almost like a tradition now. So yeah, we're doing cute little doodles. I actually have a similar thing in one of my past journals like this. I also posted a photo of it on Pinterest, and I thought I would just kind of get inspired by that. And now, instead of the decorative blobs, we're actually adding some bigger ones because, as you can probably already tell, this is where I'm gonna write down the titles of the songs that I listened to this month. Now, the title might be a little bit cheesy. It says Music. I don't know. I thought it was really cute though. And after all, what is a journal if not a bunch of really cheesy things put together? And now it's time for the review spread, which usually is a pretty simple spread. I don't do many doodles on this one, but it's actually really useful, and it actually keeps me aware of everything that happened that month, especially when it comes to movies. For some reason, as I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, I really like the way I keep track of every movie that I see. And for this doodle, I actually kind of got inspired by a squishmallow, which by the way I do not have. If anyone wants to give me a squishmallow, please, I would absolutely love that. Now that this set of spreads is also almost done, I'm getting ready to move on to my first weekly after obviously I show you a cute little overview. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This is probably my least favorite weekly spread ever. I don't know why the hell I chose to do it anyway. I feel like it's a little bit too simple. I feel like the doodles are out of place and the layout itself is also kind of confusing. The one advantage of this spread is that it's really spacious, so I'm actually gonna have a lot of space to put down my goals, my affirmations, my tasks, especially my tasks, obviously. Another really good thing about this theme is that it probably took me at least an hour less to create it compared to the normal themes that I do, because obviously I did not use any kind of fine liners and I didn't outline everything with another pen. Everything basically happened with these brush pens, which was really fast and really nice and really cute. So I kind of like the way it turned out. I'm still having doubts about it. However, I think when I finally start using the spreads, it's gonna be better a little bit. That's what always happens, at least. When it comes to my goals and my affirmations, I rarely ever actually use the whole space that I dedicate to them, but just to be sure, I want to have a lot of space, because maybe one day I wake up and I feel extremely confident and I want to write down 10 affirmations. Since I thought the spread looks a little bit too simple, I decided to write the days of the week in quite a funky way. So, it's like pretty much everywhere. There's not a certain pattern. I'm also using a white pen to add the dates to the little boxes. And that was my video for today. I really hope you enjoyed this theme. I hope it inspired you, or that you simply had fun watching the video. I am also planning to post some kind of different things on YouTube later this month, so I hope to see you there. And don't forget that each one of these spreads get posted on my Instagram, and I'm gonna leave everything you need to know in the description box. And yeah, I'll see you next time.